In this lesson, we're going to show you how to make a contact print, or we refer to them as index prints on the photo kiosks, using Adobe Bridge and Photoshop. And one thing you'll find is that when you go into Bridge, if you have a flash drive, you will find your photos under the computer area. Again, depending on where you keep your photos, you're going to want to go over to the side, and if you keep them on desktop or documents, but once you figure out where your photos are, and we'll just go ahead and open them up here, and then you're going to pick the photos that you're going to want to put onto the index print. So for example, let's say these are the photos I want to show for my first home photo shoot. What I do here in Bridge is I select the first photo, hold down on my Shift key on the keyboard so that all photos are selected. Then what I'll do is I go up to the menu up here where it says Tools, and I'm going to go into Photoshop, and it's here where I'm going to make a contact sheet. So what Bridge will do, it says it's currently busy. We'll just go ahead and say yes, we want it to go ahead. And what happens is it's going to ask us what size we want to make our contact sheet. Now generally our kiosks print 4 by 6 or 5 by 7. At 4 by 6 you want to have the width at 6 and the height at 4, or if you want it at 5 by 7 you'll go ahead and change those numbers accordingly. And then basically 72 resolution is fine for the contact print, and then you can just leave everything as default and then hit OK. And then what happens is that Photoshop is going to bring these photos in. Now sometimes it's going to keep asking you if you want to accept the photo that it brings in, and you just keep hitting OK. And you can see that the photos are being brought into the sheet. And you can see over here in the layer palette that they have all the photos, and they actually give the names of the photos as well. If your photos just have your camera number on it, that's what you'll see at the bottom. And then once your contact print is done, you can go ahead and go File, Save As. And if you're going to be printing it out on the photo kiosks in the front of the room, make sure that you change the format to JPEG, okay, because that is the only file the kiosks in the front of the room recognize. And make sure that you also have your flash drive selected as well. Now if you're going to print on the Mitsubishi up in the front of the room, you can save it as Photoshop because we do have Photoshop installed on that computer, but you could do JPEG as well. Either one of those will work for the Mitsubishi kiosks. And then once you determine what file format you're going to have, you're going to click Save, and then you're going to hit OK. Now the last thing you want to remember too is you want to make sure you don't pull out the flash drive before it's done saving. And then you want to make sure you go back to your Finder, which is the little double blue face on the dock. And next to your flash drive here, which this one is untitled, there's a little arrow with a slash underneath, and you want to click on that to eject it, okay? And once it disappears, then you're safe to take the flash drive out of the computer and go ahead and print your kiosk, or make your print on the kiosk. And that's it.